Let us stand for prayer. O God of students and educators, God of parents, spouses, and guardians, your providence forged all of us together into a task force of love and care. You awakened restlessness of mind, generosity of means, and the spirit of sacrifice in us. We worried, cried, and prayed so that our sons and daughters, our husbands and wives, our siblings and grandchildren could see this day of exuberant celebration. May your name be praised, God. We who walk but a few days in the crucible between the impossibility of life and the inevitability of death, embrace this grace as the breath of our hearts. We exalt you and glorify you, the source of our existence and the ground of our studying and knowing. Body, mind, and soul, we are yours, and you are our God. In the cross and resurrection of your Son, you have adopted us and bound us to yourself in faithfulness. God, we praise you, for you are the truth yourself. You lure our inquisitive minds and yearning hearts onto the ocean of your excellencies and the horizon of your light. We praise you, for you lovingly nursed the pale green reticence of our freshmen into the verdant adulthood of college graduation. As your beloved people, we gather today at the height of Eastertide, at the pinnacle of spring. Promise and hope pound in our chests today. We stand in awe of your designs to prosper our graduates as passionate musicians, dedicated pastors, tender-hearted nurses, reverent scientists, benevolent business leaders, compassionate counselors. As they walk into the next leg of their journey, may they serve Christ and build his kingdom in the power of the Holy Spirit. Christ with them, Christ before them, Christ behind them, Christ in them, Christ beneath them, Christ above them, Christ on their right, Christ on their left. In the name of Christ. Amen.
Please be seated. Never have I cherished the meaning of the word welcome than I do today. For the word welcome means to receive with intentional joy. Oh yes, in this day of technology, your diplomas could have been emailed to you. But you have a Lord who rejoices over you with singing. And we could not wait for this moment in person to rejoice over each and every one of you. The class of 2022 here at Washington Adventist University. Oh yes, yes, yes. And even as we were making our list and checking it twice, and I was meeting with our president, Dr. Spence, who loves each one of you, we thought, what word could we use to describe your journey? And we chose the word victorious. Yes? Is that an appropriate word? Yes, because you have been victorious through the pandemic. You have been victorious through virtual learning. You have been victorious through a cyber assault. And you are victorious because in Christ you are more than conquerors. So say with me, won't you? Repeat after me. I am victorious. One more time, I am victorious. One more time, I am victorious. And to this lifestyle of victory, we welcome you.
Good morning. It's a great honor for me to welcome you here to Tacoma Park. I'm Kate Stewart, the mayor of the city of Tacoma Park. And I can tell you, words cannot describe how good it feels to look out at all of you and to be here in person with you today. I want to thank everyone who's gotten us here today. Your student government representatives, faculty, university trustees, the staff. Let's give a round of applause to the staff who are out here really early this morning so we could look out over this beautiful. And to Dr. Spence. I think we give him a round of applause. Should we give Dr. Spence a round of applause? Okay. So thank you, everyone. I know this was a team and family effort. I also know that when you all started your university journey a few years ago, you did not expect it to turn out the way it did. But you are resilient and you persisted in your studies and service. You will hear a lot today of how proud we all are of you. And I know it might get a little bit much, but it's true. And we say it with love, pride, and awe. And I think I speak for all the parents, professors, aunts, uncles, siblings, and cousins who are with you today, here in person and in spirit, when I say that we are so proud of you and all that you have accomplished these few years, because you have shown us your resilience and brilliance, and you are truly an inspiration for all of us. So enjoy this day. You deserve it. You deserve all the praise and attention you're going to get today. You have climbed a mountain these last few years and reached a summit. Over the next few months, you will begin to climb other mountains in different ways. But before you start those journeys, take this moment, reflect. Thank your families, your friends, faculty, and staff here who helped you get here. And most importantly, enjoy this day. Thank you.
Good morning and congratulations to our graduates. This morning, our scriptural portion, which is going to be a blessing and thought for meditation, comes to us from the book of James in Bible, chapter 1, verses 2 to 5. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. May God add his blessings to this portion. Congratulations again.
Graduates, Dr. Spence, and all of the dignitaries on this platform, I am here rejoicing, just looking out at this group of graduates, feeling so proud of all of you who have worked so hard to be here this morning. I am Lois Peters, a member of the Board of Trustees here at Washington Adventist University. I've gotten the opportunity to be a part of seeing how all of it works, seeing the hard times and the rough times, and seeing how Dr. Spence and the administration and the Board of Trustees worked so hard to make sure that this day is possible. It was only in 2014 that I was one of you graduating here at 61 with my bachelor's degree. This school gave me an opportunity. I graduated many years ago with an associate degree in nursing and worked all those years. And while serving on the board here, I got the privilege of being able to study and work hard and graduate with my bachelor's. And when I looked out and saw the mayor pointed out all the nursing students, and I just rocked back and said, oh, you all have quite a wonderful career ahead of you. But if I was to say anything to each of you this morning is to go on. Go on, go on, go on. My friend Dr. Calvin Rock always uses those words when he's talking to graduates. Don't stop here. Washington Adventist has given you an opportunity to see the world, to enjoy where you are. But as you are working, as you are thinking, just realize that God has plans for you that are bigger than you can ever imagine. So we here at Washington Adventist are going to look forward to the day when your name will be on buildings all over this campus, when your name will be coming back to be a professor, when you will come back and give back to this school and to all of the young people that will follow in your footsteps. So we're looking forward to just supporting and loving you. God bless all of you graduates. Go on.
Hi, good morning. My name is Cynthia Jeremiah. I'm the SGPS representative. Just so long. Sorry. Okay, I got it. Okay. I was looking for the speech, yeah. All right, President Spence. Board of Trustees, faculty, friends, families, and also our fellow graduates. I'm honored to speak to you on this very important day. First, I would like to thank the staff and the faculty of Washington Adventist University for their hard work and dedications on our behalf. As the first family member of my family to graduate with postgraduate degree, I do not take one bit of it for granted. So I thank every one of you who has made this university what it is, and every one of you who have supported my fellow students and me along the way. One personal note, I would like to honor all my family members who are here and also online from back home, from Malaysia. So I'd like to thank you for being a part of my journey. Present in the audience, they encouraged me and supported me so well until I could achieve to this graduate. Without them, my graduation wouldn't be possible, and I love and thank you very much for your support. Fellow class of 2022, today we are graduating seniors. Tomorrow, let us go to the world and be an exemplary, active, creative, honest, and eager to learn more others. Eleanor Roosevelt put it in this way: when you give a joy to other people, you can get more joy in return. You should give a good thought to happiness that you can give out. So today, I remind you all to investigate your heart and be awake before you pursue upon a dream. Often on graduation day, we look outside for heroes, but I'm sure they are right among yourself here. I've seen in my 2 years at Washington Adventist University that we don't have to look far for inspiration, and that we each have potential to make an inspiration contribution to others by being true to our values and committing ourselves to great goals. So go forward, class of 2022, serve God and mankind. Thank you all.
Good morning. Sorry, let me get myself together. Okay. On behalf of the class of 2022, thank you for being here. Parents, faculty, staff, Dr. Spence, and the board of directors. It's unbelievable that a shy kid from California who believed all she would do at WAU was play softball and try to get good grades is standing in this spot today. If there is one thing I have learned at this school, it's this: nature knows when a butterfly is ready to emerge. I'm not done. We have all been wrapped in our cocoons, growing and developing under the watchful eye of great teachers, dedicated staff, and strong friends. We were able to focus on grades, our passions, and we were pushed to find new interests and talents. God has done his work so that we have become mature and well-developed, not deficient in any way. From the first year, we have been challenged and given opportunities we never thought possible to become leaders, scholars, stronger Christians, and unique individuals with new dreams and new passions. Each of us can tell stories of wonderful mentors who knew what we needed before we did. They helped to break down our fears and insecurities and gave us opportunities to rearrange our parts so that we would emerge as beautiful butterflies. Today, we are moving out of our safe cocoons and into the world of opportunities to be servant leaders. So class of 2022, let me challenge you to fly with all the determination that our new wings will give us. We leave Washington Adventist University as stronger as confident moral leaders. Cherish the memories, the growth, and the development that we have had. Use each opportunity that comes along to make our professors, mentors, and alma mater proud. Remember that you are never too small to make a difference. You are never too inexperienced to master the unknown, and you should never be too frightened to risk being transformed. So like a butterfly, know that our past has shaped our future, one that is filled with many colors that we create. I cherish everything I have learned, every friendship I have developed, every softball game I've played, every song I've sung. And I know, class, that you too appreciate all of your memories. Some of us are stars on the basketball court or on the soccer field and softball field. Some of us are stellar performers. And some of us like to be thrown 10 feet in the air for acro. And some of these identities overlap. For many of us, the Honors College has enhanced our experiences. In my case, Professor Grant sat me on that bench right there for over an hour to talk me through my decision on joining the Honors College. The Honors College has helped shape our identities. We have come to understand that honors wasn't more work. It was different work geared to make us well-rounded individuals as we leave WAU. We have taken everything from biblical and classical roots to introduction to innovation and everything in between. And all of us wearing red appreciate these opportunities. I would not be standing here today challenging all of us to grow if it weren't for the Honors College. Professor Hawes and Dr. Scriven, along with the rest of the honors team, help their students to realize that we are more than just another student with good grades. We are unique individuals that take pride in who we are and how far we have come. We are part of the legacy that this Seventh-day Adventist institution stands for. We have experienced the nation's capital and many other places in a way that would not have happened without our days at WAU. As we move across the country and around the globe, we are forever tethered to this place at this time. The history of students before us and the dreams of students yet to come are all part of this lifeline that knits us together. So fly fearlessly, just as we did on that zip line during freshman orientation. Continue to be proud of who you have become. We have not made this journey alone. We struggled to admit that we needed help, but we've grown exponentially to realize that needing help is a part of life, and often the best help comes when we least expect it. Each of us has come to lean on our classmates for help on the field, on the stage, in the classrooms, and in life. And we understand that our classmates aren't just students, but they're people, amazing people. And while our classmates have become our extended family, there have always been people we know we can rely on, and we still need those people to support and encourage our growth. So thank you to every family member that has been with us from the beginning of our story and will see us fly long after our special day. Our next chapter and the story we tell is determined by what we choose to do with it. We have learned, grown, and become. So as you exit through the gateway, write an amazing story because you are amazing. Congratulations to the class of 2022 for becoming the beautiful butterflies God made us to be.
Thank you, President Greenlaw. I've been trying to find an advertising to promote Washington Adventist University, and I've just found it right there. Dr. Dave Weigley and members of the Board of Trustees, Provost Kisunzu, Patrick Farley, faculty and staff, King of the Cameroon, Mayor Stewart, and other distinguished and honored guests, parents and family members, students, alumni, and friends of the university, and of course, the distinguished graduating class of 2022. I am privileged and honored and humbled today to participate in the 107th commencement exercise here at Washington Adventist University. This truly is a place where minds are engaged and lives are transformed. This is a place where we blend faith and learning in preparing graduates to serve the world. This is a place where we partner with students to graduate on time, with little or no debt, ready for the workplace and for eternity. A place where all God's children are welcomed. This is a place where we welcome diversity of thought, equality, inclusion, and social justice. A place where a student from Russia and a student from the Ukraine not only learn together, play music together, but are also best friends. Class of 2022, this is At the first commencement held in May 22, 1915, 5 students received their Bachelor of Arts degree. On this, the 107th commencement weekend, 233 students will receive a variety of graduate, undergraduate, associate degrees, and certificates. The Washington Adventist University vision is to produce graduates who bring competence and moral leadership to their communities. It is exciting to celebrate with the class of 2022 their academic accomplishments. This is the desired outcome and highlight of every academic institution. Class of 2022, congratulations. It is our custom to also use this event to recognize individuals within our learning community for their outstanding service and for their personal accomplishments. I'm going to invite Provost Kusinzu, or Dr. Kisunza, or Provost, to announce the 2022 recognitions.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. How I cherish the meaning of the words from the Negro Spiritual. If I can help just one somebody help me as I travel along. It's then that my living will not be in vain. I would declare to you that if the writer knew our retiring faculty and staff, they would have been stimulated to write additional verses to that song, which is why we are delighted today to honor 3 individuals who are retiring from their WAU service into the next dimension of their life service. Our beloved Fresh Year Experience Coordinator, Ms. Becky Barker, won't you stand? Dr. Grethel Bradford, our psychology professor. And I just want him to come and stand beside me. 40 years of WAU service, the chair of our psychology department, let's stand and give him a round of applause. "40 years. You know, the Lord loves the year 40. So we are so grateful that he's been blessed to be with us for that time. We're all so excited that our faculty model that we are called at every stage of our lives to grow in wisdom and stature and in knowledge and favor with God and with man. So we've had 5 faculty, actually 4, plus 1 administrator, who have demonstrated this commitment to growth as recognized by the Faculty Rank and Review Committee. One of them is Dr. Denise Hines, who was recommended to be promoted from assistant professor to our associate professor. She's chair of our health and wellness department, one of our marshals today. Dr. Hines, won't you stand? Yay. She is also a WAU alum, just for the record. Dr. Thomas Luttrell, who was recommended to be promoted from assistant professor of psychology to associate professor. Yes. Dr. Olivier Sengiyumva. I don't know of any other university where the students love their chemistry professor. As much as they love him. And another WAU legend, Dr. Mark DePinto, who was... Dr. DePinto will do anything, sing, play, everything ethical, though, yeah, to make sure that the students experience their life song. He was promoted, stand up one more time, from associate professor to full professor. WAU has as its motto, its commitment in the hearts of our students to have them learn that they learn to be blessed, to be a blessing. They will exit from the gateway of service today, which is why we were so thrilled when Dr. Spence was informed of a national recognition that had never been extended to one of our staff members. That recognition is the Eldridge W. Rorick Jr. Meritorious Service Award. It is a national recognition that was given to our own Vice President for Student Life, Dr. Ralph Johnson. Mr. President.
In recognition of Gateway to Service, Washington Adventist University have adopted and annually award the Adrian T. Westney Community Service Award. Dr. Adrian T. Westney, a 1962 graduate of Washington Adventist University, was a mentor to many, a confidant to more than a few, an inspiration to thousands, a leader of leaders, a guide and nurturer of many troubled souls, as well as a beloved chaplain to many veterans. Each year, we seek to recognize an individual that represent the Dr. Adrian T. Westney model of excellence, or rather of service, details of which are outlined on page 11 in your program. Such individuals must have demonstrated and sustained outstanding and extraordinary contributions to the community, offered inspirational and meaningful service that goes beyond requirements and expectations of duty, and have served the community in multiple areas of societal needs in capacities such as education, pastoral ministry and care, administration, leadership, religious liberty, communication, among others. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two individuals who would like to recognize in 2022. I'm going to invite Ms. Lede Battle to introduce and announce our first awardee.
Good morning. The itinerant life of a ministerial spouse can be a lonely and daunting one. Uprooting one's life every few years to put down roots in another new city, town, or state, leaving behind cherished friends and trying to make new ones, helping children adjust to new surroundings, adjusting to a new church family. No one knows this better than the woman that we are honoring today. This August will mark 45 years that she has served as a spouse and partner in ministry with her husband that has taken them to 7 different locations and union conferences. She served as an associate in ministry when for 6 years they pastored various churches, and then spent about 12 years in full-time conference evangelism and ministerial secretary work, conducting over 40 evangelistic meetings, one of which took them to the former USSR, where they were the first of dozens of evangelistic teams from the North Pacific Union, conducting meetings in 7 different cities along the Volga River during perestroika in the early 90s. She has been a colleague in ministry with her husband as the first lady of the conference, as a local conference or union, where he served as president for 25 years, from March of 1997 to the present. As director of the Ministerial Association for the Columbia Union for the past 16 years, she is in contact with nearly 700 ministerial spouses during the year, and especially during the holiday season, communicating appreciation and affirmation for their dedicated ministry. And gift giving is the language of choice that she uses. One ministerial spouse puts it this way: over the years, I had the distinct pleasure, and I'm quoting, of receiving awesome gifts as a ministerial spouse from her. She used gift giving as a social lubricant, a way to celebrate life, love, and friendship. When she sent something to the clergy spouses, it was more than just a gift. It was an extension of her kind and thoughtful persona. Gift giving was one of the ways she invested in relationships. She anticipates what others want. She thinks about and collects items throughout the year rather than clamoring at the last minute. She understands the value of providing a range of small gifts surrounding larger items, and her gifts are strategic, timed, and always include a bit of intrigue. She makes it obvious that she likes to shop and share with others. She wraps and creates Tiffany bowed presents that were visually perfect even when mailed across country. She makes gift giving look easy when it isn't. I'm a ministerial spouse too, and I've been blessed to receive a number of these gifts over the years that we have been in the Columbia Union Conference. One of them sits on my desk right now. It's called the Just In Case Kit. It's a little tin box, beautifully wrapped, and it contains everything I might need just in case. A sewing kit, a Band-Aid, ointment, chapsticks, mints, gum, cough drops, even a tiny little flashlight. Each item carefully and thoughtfully selected. She's been an entrepreneur, creating and selling for many years small key rings with Bible promises on them that people could carry in their pocket or purse and refer to and remind themselves of some precious Bible promise. She is the proud mother of 2 adult children, Christy and John, both RN nurses, and the happy grandmother of 5 beautiful grandchildren, by whom she's affectionately known as Nani. A loving personal glimpse into her character was shared by her husband in an email, and I think I'll end this tribute with his words. So I'm quoting, "She never imagined herself to be married to a minister of the gospel, but has tirelessly served by his side, and without her, her husband could have never been served in the various roles he did or currently is. She has often told herself when dealing with hard situations, in fact, one of her favorite sayings is, 'I can do anything as long as it's not forever.'" Those words are appropriate during tough times in ministry, and especially apropos in light of her current fight with stage 3 ovarian cancer. She has one of those traits needed to prevail in life, simply a determined attitude. This can be done and will be done by God's grace. Finally, he continues, from the time I first met her, she is one of the most practical, down-to-earth, steady in every situation type of person I've ever met. Thank you for your plan to honor her. She is a champion in my book and in many, many ways. So today it is my honor to present the Adrian T. Westney Award for Excellence in Community Service to Becky Weigley.
I'm going to invite Provost Kisunzu to introduce and present the second awardee.
When does it happen? A young boy born in Liberia, gaining clarity that he loves money, loves managing money, loves growing money, loves seeing how money can enrich life. I'm not quite sure how that emerges in one's thinking, but how grateful we are that he did have that clarity. And he grew up counting his coins, stewarding his resources into a young man who wanted to continue to refine his fiscal skills and responsibilities. Born in Liberia, as I referenced just a moment ago, is quite a distance away from where we are here today in Tacoma Park, Maryland. How does it happen that he gets from Liberia here? As it turns out, when he was in his academic studies, the classes were held on Sabbath. He recognized, and in accordance with his faith, he could not in good conscience take the exam on Sabbath. He wrote the instructor, asked for an exemption, and it was denied. He felt that all of his hopes were lost, and he accepted the fact that he was not going to be able to obtain that degree when a visiting pastor, Pastor Calvin Rock, who was then president of Oakwood University, came to Liberia and was conducting a series of worship meetings. He was attracted and captivated by this young man and asked about him, finding out that today's recipient could not pursue his degree because of his Sabbath commitment. He did as our president often does. Well, that's why they call me president. And so he extended a full scholarship to this young man, to Oakwood University, which allowed him to come all the way across those waters here to the United States. He finished his degree at Oakwood University. He continued to get his MBA at Andrews University. He went on and continued leadership training at Andrews. He became a facilitator, a trainer with leadership theory and understanding, specifically as it pertains to an outward mindset. He continued his service in one of our favorite positions, which was that he was the CFO and treasurer, as we experience him, of the Columbia Union from January of 2006 and to August of 2017, where he continued to count your coins and steward the resources that were entrusted to him. After this, he transitioned to his current role, but in each role, his heart for enriching humanity was evident. I particularly cherish the fact that he works with nonprofit organizations, especially those that deal with disaster relief and to embody individuals who are confronting disabilities. Seth joined the United Negro College Fund as their senior vice president and CFO in May of 2018, and he oversees all of their financial affairs. We are also cherishing the fact that he was inducted to our WAU Honor Society this past alumni weekend. He's married to his wife, Teresa. They have 2 children, Jessica and Godfrey. He used to always talk with me when we got together about his children, but now he couldn't wait to leave his induction to our business ceremony to go see his grandson. So I think that they have found another way to captivate his heart. So because of his service to humanity, his love to enrich the fiscal stewardship and credentials of all people, and his love for Christian education, Mr. President, I am so pleased to introduce to our community today our second recipient, Seth Bardu, for this year's Adrian T. Westney Award for Excellence in Community Service. When does one find themselves having served in such a way that an honorary recognition emerges for them in the heart of a president? Such is the case of today's recipient of the Doctor of Humane Letters. As I've come to learn of his service, I find myself lingering with the text as written by the writer of old, that the Lord's eyes roam to and fro throughout the earth, looking for one in whom to show himself strong. We see that he's shown himself strong in the life of today's recipient. We also see embodied in his life of service that where there is no vision, people perish, which is why under his leadership, the anointed vision of the Southern Asian Seventh-day Adventist Church has become a vibrant reality, growing from 24 members to over 1,000 members. He is active in various supervisory and fundraising responsibilities. He supervised the SASDAC Church's building fund, which required $10 million, such that they are empowered to serve numerous denominational activities in our community. This heart for service continues now in his retirement because his heart is one who recognizes also that when we refresh others, in so doing, we are refreshed. It is for these complement of reasons and many more, Mr. President, that I am so pleased to recommend to you today's recipient of our Doctor of Humane Letters, Pastor Franklin G. Davis. Can we have another round of applause?
I want to be the first to say congratulations, Dr. Franklin David. Washington Adventist University was established in 1904 as a co-educational institution known as Washington Training College. Its vision was to train young men and women in the liberal arts. Although there is a name change, to the concept and the original vision still remains to produce graduates who bring competence and moral leadership to their communities. WAU occupies 19 acres here in Tacoma Park, Maryland, near the nation's capital. Its world-class metropolitan setting affords an unrivaled opportunity for learning, work, recreation, and service. This faith-based institution remains fully accredited by Middle States Commission for Higher Education and is fully approved by the Maryland Higher Education Commission to offer graduate and undergraduate programs. There is a new strategic theme here at the university, Vision 2030, distinctive excellence in student success. Congratulations to our provost and our team of faculty and staff for this excellent outcome. This is why I am always proud to say, this is Today, the university celebrates over 15,000 alumni who have left through the gateway of service and have returned to their communities to serve the world. Class of 2022, today, college, tomorrow, the world. From a deadly pandemic to a global movement for racial equality. From face-to-face to virtual learning, the class of 2022 are victorious. This weekend, we are celebrating victorious graduates. These graduates took on the challenges of the past 4 years with determination, persistence, grit, but mostly with a strong faith in God a God who declared, "Is there anything too hard for me?" This year, on the 107th commencement exercise, we are honored to have a well-documented supporter of Christian education as our chairman of the board and our commencement speaker. In May 2021, Dave Weigley, our chairman, was re-elected to serve in a fourth term as president of the Columbia Union, the administrative body of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in the Mid-Atlantic of the United States. In his role, he chairs many boards and supports the leaders and initiatives and ministries that represents the entire union's membership. If I recall, Mr. President, the membership is pretty close to 144. The membership of the Columbia Union is pretty close to 144. The union have identified education as a strategic initiative for the union. And this is why today I can announce that Washington Adventist University will offer a fixed tuition every year to the entire membership of the Columbia Union Conference. As mentioned earlier, Dave is a strong supporter of Christian education. In his bio, he states this, and I think this is important to point this out to you, class of 2022. Because of his strong commitment to Christian education, his parents sacrificed to send all their children through Christian education, 7 of 8, through Blue Mountain Academy in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. From 1955 to 1970, there was always a Weigley at BMA. Dr. Weigley quotes, "Sometimes when they needed to pay the tuition bills, they would sell a cow." He attended Washington Adventist University and graduated from Southern Adventist University, where he completed a Bachelor of Arts degree in theology. He also holds a Master's of Business Administration and Managerial Leadership from the City University of Seattle, Washington, and a Doctor of Philosophy in Leadership from Andrews University. He has traveled the world, and oftentimes I have traveled with him, and he's a mischievous leader. He's very mischievous. I remember traveling with him in Germany. It was very hot, summertime, and he turned on the heat on my seat. I kept wondering, why is this so hot? But he's a fun traveler. As a matter of fact, if you get a chance to be on Dave tours, make sure you take that opportunity. He is known for an advocate for positive change. He has helped to open many doors for women in ministry and leadership in the church, as well as in higher education and healthcare. Dave has been married to Becky for more than 40 years, and they have 2 adult children and 5 grandchildren. His favorite Bible text is from Proverbs 21:21, which says, "He who follows righteousness and mercy finds life, righteousness and honor." Class of 2022, it is with pride and honor I present to you a strong supporter of Christian education and higher education as a trustee and friend of the university, the chairman of our Board of Trustees, Dr. Dave Weigley, on the topic, the costs of making a difference. Dr. Weigley.
Amor labios para que quiero la vida. Pero con tu amor, con tus ojos que me miran, con tus ojos lindos que me dicen yo te quiero, sería feliz y la vida pasaría a tus pies murmurando, yo te adoro. Con los labios rojos que me dicen yo te quiero, sería feliz y la vida pasará a tus pies murmurando, yo te
Thank you, Anna. Beautiful. Good morning. Washington Adventist University. It's a beautiful day to graduate. Congratulations to the class of 2022. One more time. It's a big day. You earned this day to celebrate and your family with you. Also, Dr. Weymouth Spence, President, thank you for your leadership at Washington Adventist University. You should know that Dr. Spence, if not, is probably the longest serving president of this institution, once called Columbia Union College, now Washington Adventist University. Thank you for your leadership of on towards 14 years. Also, thank you, Provost Dr. Cheryl Kazunzu, for your leadership at this wonderful school, and also Patrick Farley, CFO. And today, I congratulate you as well, and every faculty and staff member for presenting a beautiful class of graduation. To the Board of Trustees, to this great institution, on behalf of the 144,000 plus members of the great Columbia Union, representing the 7 states and the District of Columbia, we congratulate you, and I bring you just a few words. I will emphasize but a few words. Some tell a story of Prime Minister Winston Churchill, invited to speak at a prestigious school of higher learning in the UK. He stood at the podium. He removed his hat, like I did. He put down his cigar, like I didn't. And then he proceeded to say these words: never give up. He paused and said it again: never give up. And then, the story goes, he sat down, and his commencement address was over. Probably some of you would be happy if I just did that right now. Just sit down. Get on with the program, right? You got to endure what I endured when I sat where you sat. Well, you know what? Some further say he knew the value of the old adage, to be immortal, you don't have to be eternal. Academic historical research will tell you the story wasn't that way at all. No, no, no. They will tell you it was 1941, and Winston Churchill came to speak at his alma mater, the all-boys school, the Harrow School it was called, and England in 1941 was much at war with Nazi Germany. Like today, Ukraine is at war with you-know-that nation. And when he stood before those young men at that all-boys school, he said these words, and he spoke for about 20 minutes. He said these words, "But for everyone, surely what we have gone through in this period." This was October of 41. "I am addressing myself to the school, surely from this period of 10 months, this is the lesson. Never give in. Never give in. Never, 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 never give in to nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense." Well, it wasn't 6-word speech, never give up, twice. It was a brief message presented by a leader who shared a little regarding his philosophy of life and how to face challenges. Class of 2022, those of you who are today receiving a bachelor's degree diploma, I sat where you sit 50 years ago about today. Yeah. I'm old, that's right. Bring it on. Someone told me yesterday, "How old are you?" I said, "Well, how old do you think I am?" "I think you're 75. I said, 75? Everybody tells me I'm 55. How did it happen in 20 years? No, but listen, 52 years ago, I was a freshman right here at this school. I was night watchman at Columbia Union College. Came down here to get my degree. And you know, today I just want to say this. All right. I want to say this, that you know, I earned my bachelor's degree and then I went on to earn some more advanced degrees you heard about, thanks to my incredible wife who supported me during that time. And thank you, Dr. Spence, for supporting the best half of me. Thank you very much. That was very kind, very kind. Today, I want to draw from my knowledge of those degrees and also my own experience. And I will share some of my philosophy of the approach to leadership and how to leave a trail. Someone once wrote, "I will go where there is no path, and I will leave a trail." Your motto is inspiring and motivating. Your motto, I love it. You're never too small to make a difference. That motto is idealistic and sometimes even quixotic. In other words, way out there. However, it is within reach, taken from the young European teenage environmental activist Greta Thunberg. She said, "You're never too small to make a difference." I like that, spoken for somebody who was young, a teenager, 16 years of age when she said those words back in 2019 when she was the Time Life magazine Person of the Year. And admittedly, she is of a small frame, but she has made a difference in the discussion and the conversation to improve the environment in light of the evils of climate change. I recall years ago facilitating a discussion with leaders for a seminar and asking them the question, "So, what do you want to do with your life?" And from them, one response after another, and I will say it in the single person, they would say this, "I want to make a difference in life." Yes, there's something innate in the way we are made. We want life to count, make a difference. In 1943, Abraham Maslow wrote his seminal paper. It was first presented in a magazine. It was on the hierarchy of need regarding the theory of human motivation. When basic needs of safety and food and shelter are met, then the human heart tries to find meaning and purpose. One of those, of course, is the need for self-esteem, for esteem, a sense of accomplishment, a sense that we make a difference. Today I want to talk to you about the cost of making a difference. But before we go any further, let's qualify that has to do with making a positive difference in our world, No matter what, we will make an impact with our lives, either for good or for, you know, the rest. And anything worth something always has a price, always a cost. Today you're receiving a diploma because you paid the price, both in time and resources. And sometimes, may I say, like Chaplain Barry Black of the Senate told me one day, yes, I put out my blood, sweat, and tears for my PhD. Listen, let me tell you, class and graduates, you may have put out blood, sweat, and tears to get what you're getting today, but you earned it. You earned it. And congratulations on this. And may I say this, that you are among the minority in the world. You represent 7% of the world that receives a degree from a college, a bachelor's degree. About 35% in the United States. Congratulations. Yes. Now let me ask you, what is the cost of making a difference? Maybe you'll accept some sage advice from this older guy, this fellow traveler on the trail. Number one, endure the pain to challenge the status quo. Remember the definition of insanity: doing the same thing over and over again and expecting change. We must pay the price of getting outside of our comfort zone and taking others with you outside of theirs. Challenge the status quo. You'll be misunderstood. You'll be criticized. You may be mistreated. Do it anyway. Challenge the status quo. As Professors Kalsis and Posner wrote in their book called The Leadership Challenge, it ought to be in every leader's library. The Leadership Challenge, they talk about 5 practices of exemplary leadership. Among them are sharing vision, leading by example, and one very important part of the 5 is challenge the status quo. Robert Kennedy once said, some people see things as they are and ask why. I dream things that never were and ask why not. Secondly, courage. Exercise raw courage. Nelson Mandela once said, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Winston Churchill once said, courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality that guarantees all others. A major foundation to courage is knowing in your heart that you're standing for the right. Our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, is known to give a famous speech. Any 6th grader could tell you what's the name of that speech. Oh yes, the Gettysburg Address. However, probably the most pivotal speech any history major will tell you was not the Gettysburg Address for Abraham Lincoln in his candidacy for president. His greatest speech was probably given at Cooper's Institute in February of 1860. There he addressed the Cooper's Institute and laid out before them the evils of slavery and how it could not continue outside the recognized United States when going into other lands. No other place should see slavery. And he stood up and he said, no, this is wrong. And he stood on the platform of the right. As he ended his speech, he said these words, let us have faith that right makes might. And in that faith, let us stand to the end, dare to do our duty as we understand it. So take away these 3 words, graduates. Right makes might. A founder of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, about the age of your writer of your motto, Greta, Ellen White once said, the great want of the world is the want of men, and can I say women, who will not be bought or sold, men who in their inmost parts are true and honest, who will not fear to call sin by its right name, men whose conscience is as true to duty as needle to the pole, Men and women who will stand for the right, though the heavens fall. Third and final, don't do it alone. Surrender to a higher power. And in this faith-based institution, we would say, surrender that to Jesus Christ. Researching in my studies, I researched leaders who assumed more responsibility from what they were into being first-time presidents of what we call a local conference. Now you can read about it. It's up there at Andrews University. Exploring the first-time experience of local conference presidents. I discovered a phenomenon as I did my qualitative study. And this was the phenomenon. Every one of those leaders said, when I assumed this position, I felt overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Too great of a burden to carry. How do I do this? And to which I queried, so tell me, how do you do this? And they said, very quickly, I depend on a power greater than myself. I depend on God and trust in Him. Yes, Apostle Paul wrote in Philippians, I can do all things through Jesus Christ that strengthens me. So in conclusion, graduates, let me say that today, I challenge you to pay the price to make a difference. I challenge you to pay the price to make a difference. Endure the pain to challenge the status quo. Exercise raw courage with your feet firmly planted on that which you know to be right. Surrender and depend on a power greater than yourself, on Jesus Christ. I've been down this road. I've walked this road in the years of service right here in the Columbia Union, because 10 years ago this summer, this union stepped out among approximately 200 unions that represent 22 million Seventh-day Adventists, and this union 10 years ago said, we will not discriminate against our women who are called to the gospel ministry. We will ordain them as we ordain others who are called to the gospel ministry. And I'm proud to be a part of that union. And let me say this as I close. Yes, let me say as I close. I went to China, and I visited in China 10 years ago this spring. I took another conference president with me. We went and we visited with some of those women in China who stood up, where there was no pressure from the exterior to say, you can't accept the call to ministry. Those women stood up and they planted churches. And later I would visit in Shenyang with one of those women that has 8,000 members. A clerk in a bank one day felt God's call to say, I've got to do ministry. She started a Bible class. She started home Bible studies in her home, and now she leads a church of 8,000 members. God called her, and the church recognized her with the ordination. And let me say this, one of the things that gave us great courage to go forward in this pursuit to honor and not to discriminate was some of your own. I'm thinking about how we stood on the shoulders of giants, women in this country, women in this union, women in this institution. Dr. Olive Hemmings, would you please stand? I want to recognize you. In her own dissertation studies, she wrote about this great struggle. Today, the Columbia Union is joined by 2 other unions now in this great church to recognize women in their call to ministry. Robert Frost wrote, 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. To be one traveler long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Those for the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, not knowing how way leads on to way. I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. May God bless you.
Please join me again in recognizing and expressing our deep appreciation to the Chairman of the Board, Dr. Dave Weigley. At this time, we recognize Provost Kusunzu, our Registrar, Dr. Garsong, Dr. Griffin, and Professor Haas on the platform.
Thank you, Mr. President. And as we anticipate the conferring of degrees, I want to recognize the wife of our honorary degree, the First Lady, Mrs. Right? Yes, Mrs. I wanted to give you your first name, but yes, let's recognize our First Lady of our recipient as well, Mrs. David. And now it's the moment that you've all been waiting for. Mr. President, I think they're ready. I think the family's ready. So now, I invite the members of our WAU class of 2022 to proceed for the conferring of degrees, beginning with the class officers, who will now rise and proceed. Just the class officers. Okay, class officers, yes. As these candidates proceed, I would like to share that we have candidates today. You will notice these with our officers. All of our officers, Professor Haas, all of the officers are members of the Washington Adventist University Honors College. Our WAU Honors College, as envisioned by Trustee Albert Reese and led by Professor Haas and Dr. Jonathan Scriven, is the first and only honors college in the Seventh-day Adventist higher education system. It offers exceptional students the opportunity to take unique interdisciplinary majors and minors while combining the breadth of the honors curriculum with the more specialized knowledge in other degree areas. We're especially pleased that this year, WAU, through the Honors College, has signed an agreement with the University of Baltimore Law, where our students who are admitted into that university are offered a dual enrollment during their senior year at WAU, where they are also members of the law school, thereby strengthening pre-law, our unique niche here at Washington Adventist University. It is also significant that the Honors College students, who are now our graduates, wear medallions that celebrate and feature the Honors College. And as we mentioned, because all of the class of 2022 are victorious, they all have a medal symbolizing that reality. And so, Dr. Griffin, would you please announce the first recipients?
Erin Melissa Greenlaw, Bachelor of Science with a major in Health Science, honorary interdisciplinary, magna cum laude. Genevieve Nellie Tobin Latson, Bachelor of Arts with a major in music, honor interdisciplinary, cum laude. Anna Kala Carina, Bachelor of Arts with major in English and music, cum laude. Sofia Abina Uravina Yupura, Bachelor of Art with majors in music, cum laude.
And now will the candidates in the School of Health Professions and Wellness please rise and proceed.
Brittany Maria Schwartz, Bachelor of Science with a major in Fitness and Sports Science. Card? It's okay. I'm good. It's all good. Lisa Rachel Valador, Bachelor of Science with a major in Biology, magna cum laude. Davita Asima, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Jeanette Kumba Milimeno, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Miriam Ya Awirin, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Hello, girlfriend. How are you? Violet Stacey Ann Gordon, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing, cum laude. Hello. Colette Osonia Smith, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Dana Salik, Major of Science with a major in Nursing. Oh, love it, love it. Lorna Joy Kinlaw, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Charlotte Muse Ibiwu, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Herman Jonas Asafad, major, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Gorgeous, thank you. Jadinia Claudia Stacey Ann Addison, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Cindy LaFortune Tiaco, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing, cum laude. Okuchi Victory Yuka, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Janef Adole Alote, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing, cum laude. Thank you. Jermaine Ajivan, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Freddie Jr. Michael Lirino, Bachelor of Science with a major in Fitness and Sports Science. Mario Zalea, Bachelor of Science with a major in Health Science, cum laude. Hi. Janaya Monte Peterson, Bachelor of Science with a major in Fitness and Sports Health, Department Distinction. Joshua O.C. Perkins, Bachelor of Science with a major in Computer Science. Joy Nebreya Abelino Bayo, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Amy King, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Melimeno Tolopi TGO. Maximilian TGO, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Amina Mohammed Mingo, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Chantel Ifang Mutagaga, SB Tizak, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing, cum laude. Delphine Limpho Lamb, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing, cum laude. Martha Aki Onokinor, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Okay. Okuluchi Chelere Akono Iwu Aguwu, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing, cum laude. Virginia Ifioma Obed, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Hannah Woolgrith, Bachelor of Science with a major in Computer Science. Mizarak Bilete Dismesra, Bachelor of Science with a major in General Studies with concentration in Chemistry, Psychology, cum laude. Halina Aku Halu, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Harumi Chambergo Ada, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing, cum laude. Siyambo Guta Lamecha, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing, cum laude. Meiti Dejer Temestagen, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Oh my, how are you? Good. Gianna Fiorentino Alamente, Bachelor of Science with a major in Biochemistry, cum laude. Catherine Neoma Sagastumi, Bachelor of Science with a major in Biochemistry, magna cum laude. Evelyn Sagastumi, Bachelor of Science with a major in Informatics System, cum laude. Udo Precious Annie, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing. Colucci Alozi, Bachelor of Science with a major in Nursing, cum laude. Gorgeous, how are you? Lavette Iso Ubora, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing, cum laude. Supona Ofan, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing, magna cum laude. Thank you. Gillian Oreya E. Yanguta, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Judith Lokinya Ote, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Emmeline Gum, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Woo-wee! Who we have here? All right, Mercy Kimbengo Tikwi, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing, cum laude. Habina Taski, Habin Teteski Sigeya, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Aganash Gita Sinosho, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Rahel Shumi Wandamajan, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. May I, please? Azamak Kiro Jibrekadad, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Halina K. Kun Teye, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Damar Abigail Hernandez, Bachelor of Science with a major in biology. Ava Muvehet Atehi, Bachelor of Science with a major in biology honors. Summa cum laude. Nancy Jamila Ramirez Velazquez, Bachelor of Science with a major in biology. Steffi Reggie, Bachelor of Science with a major in biology, cum laude. Joanne Acora Monte, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Hello. Gibri Chuka Victoria Emma Caney, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Love it. Tawa Tijani, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Hannah Maya Dosu, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Idawu Emily Obio, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Dar Salam Forcha, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Freya Watt Kiros Henkende, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing, cum laude. Hi. Jonas Samir Abra, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Ada Aman Berkey, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Susanna Halu Barkey, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. James Baratunde Avose, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Tina Okokoni, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing, magna cum laude. Yamese Busaran, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing, cum laude. Gorgeous, thank you. Foleki Arreo Bakare, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Becky Abor Atang, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Istioma Esther Osonye, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Iris Jabi Fotembe, Bachelor of Science with a major in nursing. Hi. Oh, you're the person I've been practicing with. Okay. Matios Gabriza Bear, Bachelor of Science with a major in medical imaging and Associate of Applied Arts with a major in radiographics technology. All right. Brianna Renee Nelson, Bachelor of Science with a major in medical imaging and Associate of Applied Arts with a major in radiographic technology. Joy Gorham, Associate of Applied Arts with a major in radiology technology. Ruchina Jean, Associate of Applied Arts with a major in radiographic technology, cum laude. Okay. Alyssa Michelle Franco, Associate of Applied Arts with a major in radiographic technology. Evelyn Giannina Tejadora, Applied Science, Associate of Applied Arts with a major in radiographic technology, cum laude. Need a little water. Xenia Alexis Lowry, Associate of Applied Arts with a major in radiographic technology. Messerat Zagara, Associate of Applied Arts with a major in radiographic technology. Hello. Hi. Fortune Jambara Nasta Magara, Associate of Applied Arts with a major in radiographic technology. Desmond Pala Ikinde, Bachelor of Science with a major in computer science, cum laude. Antoine Antonio Edwards, Bachelor of Science with a major in health fitness management.
And now, Mr. President, will the candidates in the School of Arts and Social Science please rise and proceed?
Ana Laura Aguilar Piedra, Bachelor of Music with a major in music performance, cum laude. Tamara Poncia Simpson, Bachelor of Arts with a major in music. Catarina de Jesus Tavares Sanchez, Bachelor of Science with a major in counseling psychology. Andre Lavache, Bachelor of Arts with a major in theology with a concentration in urban ministry, cum laude. Bizu Silwal, Bachelor of Arts with a major in theology with a concentration in pastoral ministry. Terrence Lacey Blackwell, Bachelor of Arts with majors in history and political studies. Max Orlan Pierre, Bachelor of Arts with a major in English and minors in writing and communications. Cassandra Azora Escobel, Bachelor of Science with a majors in counseling psychology and business administration with a concentration in management. Crystal Hendricks, Bachelor of Science with a major in counseling psychology. Matthews Lopez Pasadonio, Bachelor of Science with a major in accounting, cum laude.
Here you go, sir.
Justino Kambungo George, Bachelor of Arts with a major in theology with a concentration in metropolitan ministry. Jonathan Rajesh David, Bachelor of Science with a major in counseling psychology and Bachelor of Arts with a major in religion, departmental distinction in religion. Leslie Vanessa Cardona, Bachelor of Science with a major in business administration with a concentration in entrepreneurship. Daniela Bibiana Francisca da Silva, Bachelor of Science with a major in business administration with a concentration in management, cum laude. Xavier Khalil Burley, Bachelor of Science with a major in business administration with a concentration in finance. For Shakbi Chingongbe Pachangne, Bachelor of Science with a major in business administration with a concentration in finance. Janisha Lynn Kane, Bachelor of Science with a major in business administration with a concentration in management. Ethan Jelani Murphy, Bachelor of Science with a major in counseling psychology. Francisco J. Villanueva, Bachelor of Science with a major in counseling psychology.
Say it. Shawana Anderson, So Shawana Latisse Anderson. Okay. Thank you.
Shawana Latisse Anderson, Associate of Arts with a major in General Studies with a concentration in Psychology. Delana June Williams, Bachelor of Science with a major in General Studies with concentrations in Health Science and Science.
Will the undergraduate candidates in the School of Graduate and Professional Studies please rise and proceed? The undergraduate candidates.
Melita Lede Battle, Bachelor of Science with a major in Counseling Psychology. Jessica Josephine Madam Cummings, Bachelor of Science with a major in Healthcare Administration, cum laude. Brenda Sonoria Flores, Bachelor of Science with a major of Healthcare Administration, cum laude. Corel Toussaint Hutchinson, Bachelor of Science with a major in Business Administration. Talila Candice Laying, Bachelor of Arts with a major of Early Childhood Care and Education. Jessica Jashari Lay, Bachelor of Science with a major in Healthcare Administration and General Studies with a concentration in Health, Physical Activity, and Religion and Social Science. Jasmine Ortiz, Bachelor of Arts with a major in Early Childhood Care and Education, cum laude.
And now will the graduate candidates in the School of Graduate and Professional Studies please rise and proceed?
Stella Luam Peng, Master of Business Administration. Patricia Apia, Master of Science with a major in Nursing Education. Maria Leah Doley Oliveira Latte, Master of Arts with a major of Healthcare Administration. Najma Khan, Master of Arts with a major in Healthcare Administration. Rodiltu Akula Aile, Master of Arts with a major in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Crystal Dula Raking, Master of Arts with a major in Counseling Psychology and Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Katrine Inji Kutulchin R, Master of Arts with a major of Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Priscilla Martins Lemte, Master of Arts with a major in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Ricky Antonio Bridges II, Master of Arts with a major in Counseling Psychology. Temba Wanangwa Manshinsha, Master of Arts with a major in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Antonica Dominguez Cosava Neto, Master of Arts with a major in Healthcare Administration. Jeanette Karen Ledbetter Leftwich, Master of Business Administration. Richard Samuel Rajaratin Manam, Master of Business Administration. Musa Tamba Sharif, Master of Arts with a major in Clinical Mental Health Counseling and a Master of Education with a major in School Counseling. Anu Dipika Sunkara, Master of Arts with a major in Counseling Psychology. Andrea Michelle Oliver, Master of Arts with a majors in Counseling Psychology and Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
No problem.
Karen Zalea, Master of Arts with a major in Clinical Mental Health Counseling.
It's both counseling, psychology, and clinical mental health. They're leaving it off. I don't know why. It's a dual. It's fine. You're literally going to make me cry.
Zania Alicia Bent, Master of Arts with a major in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Dawn Althea Sharp, Master of Education with a major in School Counseling. And Cynthia Jeremiah, Master of Arts with a major in Counseling Psychology.
Mr. President, in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty of Washington Adventist University, and in recognition of the successful completion of all degree requirements, I request that you confer upon these candidates the degree of Associate of Applied Science, Associate of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Arts, Master of Science in Nursing Education, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education in School Counseling, Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology, Master of Arts in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, and Master of Arts in Healthcare Administration.
I am pleased to accept the recommendation of the faculty under the authority granted by the State of Maryland to the Board of Trustees of Washington Adventist University, and by the authority the board has dedicated to me, I now confer upon these candidates the degrees as appropriate in each case. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the class of 2022. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. My friends, I invite you to do what the class of 2022 did. They enrolled in Washington Adventist University. Enrollment is now open. Get registered. Deep appreciation to the Board of Trustees, our faculty and staff, for the vital roles they played in the delivery of another successful academic year. Praise to Provost Kusunzu and her team of faculty, staff, and students for executing Commencement 2022. Washington Adventist University is growing with distinctive excellence in student success. We must now collaborate, work towards securing a future for Washington Adventist University. Class of 2022, it is a privilege for me to work with such committed, dedicated faculty and staff. They have contributed to your success. Graduates, please join me in recognizing the faculty and staff of Washington Adventist University. Graduates, please take a moment also to applaud parents, wives, husbands, children, and significant ones who have contributed to your success. Will you now stand and just make eye contact and recognize these folks? Class of 2022, permit me just for a moment to offer my congratulations and to share with you some concepts I have learned over my short lifespan and have adopted. These concepts originated from many sources, such as the Bible, William Ward, Bob Marley, Roy T. Bennett, Martin Luther King, and my parents, Gilbert and Sylvia Spence. From now on, start your day with the determination for excellence. Start your day with God. Do things that God values. Since He conditionally loves you, love all people just the same. Listen, let no one pull you so low as to hate them. Don't be pushed around by your fears in your mind. Be led by the promises of God. Here is my favorite. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my victorious right hand. Don't worry about a thing. Everything is going to be all right. No problem, man. Instead of worrying about what you cannot control, shift your focus to growing with excellence, because you cannot give what you do not possess. If you desire the strength and the determination of an eagle, don't be a chicken. Give up what weighs you down and wait for God. Now that you are graduates of WAU, and depart and go and improve the world, first by looking in the mirror. When you kneel, listen to God. You will hear, love one another as I have loved you. Attract what you expect. reflect what you desire, become what you respect, mirror what you admire. Class of 2022, listen carefully now. Before you speak, listen. Before you write, think. Before you invest, investigate. Before you criticize, wait. Before you lead others, make your own bed every morning. Before you email, text, Instagram, tweet, or Facebook, get the facts and consider the consequences now or later. Before you begin the rest of your life, shake off the shackles of excuses and get up and say, I can do all things through a God who strengthens me. Before you judge, get the facts. Before you pray, forgive. Before you quit, try. Before you retire, save. Before you die, give back to Washington Adventist University. Class of 2022, my charge to you is this: you can do all things through a God who strengthens you. Yes, you can. You are great, but God is greater. You are now well prepared to walk through the Washington Adventist University Gateway to Service. For your success, walk with God. Class of 2022, this is Washington Adventist University. Congratulations.
And as we anticipate the class gift being announced, we want to invite you to acknowledge that there is in the parking lot a representative station from our bookstore, from our School of Undergraduate Studies, from the School of Graduate and Professional Studies, and in honor of our president, there's even a Jamaican food truck. So make sure that you partake before you go. Class, please come.
Today, we'd like to present the class gift. After many class meetings on what we would spend our hard-earned money on, we settled on putting our money towards replacing the Washington Adventist University sign. The current stands on the Commons towards the street on your right. 4 years ago, many of us were welcomed by not only staff and older students, but also silently every time we saw the sign.
And as we leave, we can think of no better way to thank the school for the time it's been our home than to welcome the next generation of students and graduates as they daily gather to create memories like the ones we've made here. Thank you, WAU, for being so welcoming, and may our legacy as a class of 2022 soon stand proudly on the Commons just as we do now, welcoming a new day and a new Washington Adventist University.
Where the laughing Sligo waters flow, a tumbling between the hills, where the dainty sweet arbutus o'er the air with fragrance fills, there our own beloved college falls.
Good afternoon, everyone. The view from here is impeccable. It is a wonderful, beautiful sight to see each and every one of our WAU graduates along with their family members, friends, our staff and faculty. It is my privilege to stand before an audience that is full of promise and potential as this one. As the Executive Director of Development and for Advancement and Alumni and a proud WAU graduate myself, it is an honor to hereby confer on each of you a lifetime membership into the Washington Adventist University Alumni Association. I offer you congratulations and welcome you to this great association of more than 15,000 alumni. We are thrilled that you are joining such individuals of this world-class institution. In fact, as many of you are gathered here this afternoon, I would like to ask parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, professors, and staff members who are WAU alumni to please stand as we would like to recognize you. Alumni. Graduates, you have achieved this accomplishment through hard work, the guidance of faculty and staff, and the support of family, friends, and our Heavenly Father. A little more than 15 years ago, I stepped foot on this campus of what was then called Columbia Union College. Yes, you see, I came to CUC with the sole purpose of getting my degrees in 4 years and departing. But God had a different plan for me as I changed my major my junior year. When we look at the world we live in today, it's not easy to find a good investment, or should I say a lifetime investment. You made a decision to come to WAU and invest in Christian education. And the degree that you take with you today will be one of the best human capital investments that you will ever make. It is an honor to stand before you today to share this special graduation ceremony with each of you, our future leaders of tomorrow. As you close this period in your life and begin your new journey, I ask that you take time to reflect on the following quote from Dr. Martin Luther King. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character. Let me repeat that. Intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education. As you move on to a brighter future, I encourage you to remain engaged with your alma mater, whether it is by participating as a board of director, attending reunions, chapter meetings, or fundraisers, or even volunteering as an ambassador. You are WAU. I hope that as you leave Washington Adventist University today, you take with you many loving memories of time you spent here, those of which have made you who you are today. Stand proud, assertive, yet humble. Once again, Washington Adventist University, class of 2022, on behalf of my fellow alumni in the audience, on the platform, and across the world, I am honored to formally welcome you as the newest members of the Alumni Association and congratulate you on your remarkable achievements.
Beautiful sight. Please, let's bow our heads for the final benediction. Dear Creator of knowledge and life, we present our dear body of graduates before you in prayer. We have watched them be transformed in their minds during their time under our instruction and mentorship. And today we delight in their academic accomplishments. We pray that their hearts be turned to a life of service, that when they speak, others may be touched, and that their eyes may be filled with compassion and empathy. That in their work they show commitment to what is just and divine. And as they mentor others, may they do it with understanding and love. Dear God, Grant them the wisdom that only you can give. Bless them in their dreams and bless them in their challenges, because you have called them for great things. Now, as we give them back to their loved ones, this is what we pray. Amen.